Hello students, next continuation, how to calculate hyperconjugates. How to calculate hyperconjugates? That hyperconjugates depends on alpha hydrogen. Hyperconjugate depends on alpha hydrogen. So alpha hydrogen is equal to hyperconjugation. Simple. Here given compound, here this is cyclic structure. This is double bonded carbon. This is double bonded carbon. Next carbon is called alpha carbon. This is the alpha carbon. The double bonded next carbon is called alpha carbon. Alpha carbon. In this compound, here two alpha carbons are present. This alpha carbon, each alpha carbon containing two hydrogens. Each alpha carbon containing two alpha hydrogens. This carbon having two hydrogens. This is called alpha carbon. This alpha carbon having two hydrogens, so that's why two hydrogens are there. So these hydrogens are called alpha hydrogens. Alpha hydrogens. This hydrogen connected with alpha carbon, that is called alpha hydrogen. And here also two alpha carbon, here also two alpha hydrogen, here also two alpha hydrogen. So total 4 alpha hydrogens are present. This 4 alpha hydrogens equal to 4 hyperconjugates. 4 hyperconjugates. The first compound having 4 hyperconjugates. This hyperconjugates depends on alpha hydrogen. So here how to calculate alpha carbon? Alpha carbon double bonded next carbon is called alpha carbon. Double bonded next carbon is called alpha carbon. Here in this compound 2 alpha carbons are present. Each alpha carbon containing 2 alpha hydrogen. Total 4 alpha hydrogen. This 4 alpha is equal to 4 hyperconjugates. Now take the second example. This is the double bonded carbon. This double bonded carbon. This is double bonded carbon. This double bonded carbon next carbon is called alpha carbon. This is CH3. Double bonded next carbon is, this is alpha carbon. Here also 2 hydrogen. Double bonded next carbon is, this is also alpha carbon. This is also 2 alpha hydrogens. So total in this compound how many alpha hydrogens are there? Total 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 alpha hydrogen. This 7 alpha hydrogen equal to 7 hyperconjugates. Second compound having 7 hyperconjugates. What about third example? Here double bonded next carbon, this one, double bonded next carbon, this one, double bonded next carbon, this one. So here also 2 hydrogens, here also 2 hydrogens, and here also 2 hydrogens, and double bonded then next carbon is 2 hydrogens. So total here in this compound 6 alpha hydrogens are present. This double bonded next carbon is called alpha carbon. Double bonded next carbon is called alpha carbon. Double bonded next carbon is called alpha carbon. So here 3 alpha carbons are there. Each alpha carbon containing 2 alpha hydrogens. Total 6 alpha hydrogens. These 6 alpha hydrogens equal to 6 hyperconjugates. 6 hyperconjugates. This is the very most important, students. So what is the stability order? Stability depends on number of hyperconjugates. Hyperconjugates depends on number of alpha hydrogens. So now here more the number of hyperconjugates, more we will be the stable. More the number of hyperconjugates, more will be the stable. So now here out of these three, which one is more stable? Here now take this A, B, C. Which one is the more stable? B having 7 hyperconjugates, means 7 alpha hydrogen. So B is greater than C, C is greater than A. B compound having 7 hyperconjugates, and C compound having 6 hyperconjugates, and A compound having only 4 hyperconjugates. So that's why that stability order B, C, A. So stability depends on number of hyperconjugates. More number of hyperconjugates, more will be the stable. This is the simple trick, students. Now take the another example in free radical. This is a free radical compound. It is a tertiary free radical. Free radical next carbon is called alpha carbon. Here also alpha carbon. It is similar to carbocation. Simply remember, students, similar to carbocation. Free radical, this is CH3. It is also alpha carbon. It is also alpha carbon. Here also alpha carbon. Total number of alpha hydrogens here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First compound having 7 alpha hydrogens. These 7 alpha hydrogens equal to 7 hyperconjugates. 7 hyperconjugates. What about second example? It is a secondary free radical. Secondary free radical next carbon is alpha carbon. That means this is CH3. Next, this is also secondary alpha carbon. Free radical, this is secondary free radical. This is free radical. Beside carbon is called alpha carbon. This is the alpha carbon, and beside carbon this is CH3. This is also alpha carbon. This alpha carbon containing 3 alpha hydrogen, and this carbon only 1 alpha hydrogen is there. So total in this compound only 4 alpha hydrogen. This 4 alpha hydrogen is equal to 4 hyperconjugates. 4 hyperconjugates. Now take the another example, and it is also tertiary free radical. This tertiary free radical beside carbon is called alpha carbon. Here 2 hydrogens. Tertiary free radical beside carbon, alpha carbon. Here also 2 alpha hydrogens. Here also 2 alpha hydrogens. Here also 2 alpha hydrogen. A tertiary free radical next to carbon is tertiary carbon is the top position. It contain only one hydrogen, only one alpha hydrogen. So tertiary free radical next, this is also alpha carbon. This alpha carbon containing only one alpha hydrogens. Total in this compound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 alpha hydrogens. C compound is, this is A, B, C. C compound having 5 alpha hydrogen. What about this one, D compound? D compound, how many alpha hydrogens are there here? This is also tertiary free radical. Tertiary free radical beside carbon is called alpha carbon. This alpha carbon contain only one alpha hydrogen. This tertiary free radical beside carbon is CH3. It contains 3 alpha hydrogens, and beside carbon is CH3. It is also 3 alpha hydrogens. This is also tertiary free radical beside carbon, alpha carbon. This is also alpha carbon. This is also alpha carbon. 3 alpha hydrogen, from here also 3 alpha hydrogen, here also 1 alpha hydrogen. Total 7 alpha hydrogen. So simple student, this is the simple trick for how to calculate hyperconjugate. Hyperconjugates, how to calculate hyperconjugate, that is positive charge next carbon, or free radical next carbon, or double bonded next carbon. This is the, these carbons are called alpha carbon. These alpha carbons containing alpha hydrogen, that alpha hydrogen is equal to hyperconjugate, simple. And one more example, this is the primary free radical CH2. It is primary free radical. This beside carbon is alpha carbon. It contains only one alpha hydrogen. This only one alpha hydrogen. This one alpha hydrogen equal to only one hyperconjugate. Here only one hyperconjugate. The CH2 primary free radical. Primary free radical next to carbon is tertiary carbon is there. This tertiary carbon having only one hydrogen is there. That is called alpha hydrogen. This one alpha hydrogen equal to one hyperconjugate. And what about second example? This is the secondary carbocation. Secondary carbocation. So here beside carbon is alpha carbon. Here beside carbon also alpha carbon. Here also one hydrogen. Here also one hydrogen. Total 4 alpha hydrogens. This 4 alpha hydrogen equal to 4 hyperconjugates. 4 hyperconjugates. And double bond CH2. CH2 double bond CH. CH2 double bond C. Here beside carbon is alpha carbon. This double bonded next carbon is alpha carbon. In this compound only 2 alpha carbons are present. Each alpha carbon contain 2 alpha hydrogens. Total here 4 alpha hydrogens. Here 4 alpha hydrogens. These 4 alpha hydrogens equal to 4 hyperconjugates. Now take the another example, and this is C double bond CH double bond C. Here this carbon double bonded next carbon is alpha carbon. This double bonded next carbon, here also alpha carbon, double bond next carbon alpha carbon. So here this alpha carbon contain 2 alpha hydrogens. Total in this compound, total how many hyperconjugates are there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hyperconjugates are there. That's hyperconjugates means 7 alpha hydrogens. Here these 7 alpha hydrogens are present. These 7 alpha hydrogens equal to 7 hyperconjugates. Here 7 hyperconjugates. And what about this one? This is double bonded carbon. Beside carbon is alpha carbon. This beside carbon is, here also this is alpha carbon. Here only 2 hydrogens. This beside double bond next carbon is alpha carbon. Here also alpha carbon. In this compound total how many hyperconjugates? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 hyperconjugates are present, students. Once again, this is double bonded carbon. This double bonded next carbon is called alpha carbon. This double bonded next carbon is called alpha carbon. Each alpha carbon contain here 2 hydrogen, here also 2 hydrogen, here also 2 hydrogen, and one more carbon is there, extension. Here see the secondary carbon, this 1 hydrogen, here also 1 hydrogen, here also 1 hydrogen. Total double say next, here 3 hydrogens are there. 3 hydrogen, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 hyperconjugates are present. That means 9 alpha hydrogens are present. So this 9 alpha hydrogen equal to 9 hyperconjugates. And last example, students, here this is double bonded carbon. This double bonded next carbon, this one. This double bonded next carbon, this one. Here each carbon having 2 hydrogens, 2 alpha hydrogen. This double bonded next carbon, this alpha carbon, this is also alpha carbon. Double bond next carbon, double bond next carbon, all carbons having only 2 hydrogens. Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 alpha hydrogens are present. This 8 alpha hydrogens is equal to 8 hyperconjugates. 8 hyperconjugates. It is also very most important simple trick, students. So hyperconjugates depends on number of alpha hydrogen. If you like my video, please like, share and comment. Thank you.